here. Dirty rag. Does that look dirty?
Yes.
It's not very dirty. It's pretty clean for me. It got dirtier. She didn't mix that up on me. Yep. Hoodies. You had that one mismatched one in here. It's heavier than the other one. It still works though, the same way. On the other side. So we need some seal clearance. Rod knock.
Yeah, I hear it.
What that is. It went away. There you go, modified. Room for seal. Don't leave your chuck key in a chuck like that unattended. Very dangerous.
It'll throw itself out sometimes.
Especially when you're standing right in front of it, so it hits you. So it's banging back here. Something. About later. Stock floors are very hard. See the heat treatment I go through?
Yeah.
They're hot when you go down your shirt too, the chips. Or you get your finger inside the hot hole. Get it all. there might be loose.
Hmm.
Someone left a comment I need to fix all my shit in the building. It's all junk, all worn out. You're probably right. I'll get right on that.
Yeah.
You didn't want your bike this year, did you? Alright, now I'm going to shorten these guides up. Make room for seals that you don't want. So we're going to go down to about 420. See, right now we're about 425-ish, 430. I'm going to drop that down a little bit. Not much, though. Just a whisker. Make sure you got clearance here so it doesn't bottom out. I'm going the wrong direction. Makes a difference.
Yeah.
Good way to dull your cutter real quick. Yeah, so we're just above 4 now.
Yeah.
Good, about 410. Next one. These have already been previously done. We're just doing a little more extra for more clearance. A little bit more. It's not cross. So how bad are my bad eyes getting? Intake's a little bit shorter. Yeah. About 390 on that one. 15 thou lower on the intake. $390. Just 5 thou different than the other one. 3 thou. Pretty bad for my eyes, huh? This is about the same. So only that one's a little bit higher. So that means we need to go cut it, right?
I guess so.
I was the one that was dicking around with 407 this time with the 405. Everybody else is 10 thou less than that. Might as well make them all the same, right? Probably doesn't matter.
No, it's just a panhead. It won't care.
$390. Otherwise it was 89. Okay, now they're within all 5,000 of each other. I guess my shitty eyes are shitty after all. Can't hold 10 tolerances anymore. Getting bad.
Yeah.
You have to retire now, I guess.
Yeah. You have to sell all your tools.
Can't afford glasses. Just have to go away. Aged out. That's what they call it.
Yeah.
Okay, so get that part done. So what do we do?
You cut the keepers, shaved them, and you also cut the seats.
Got the guides for stem clearance, for valve stem.
Oh yeah, the guides.
Clearance. Cut the collar for guide clearance. So everything there is for guide clearance, or valve seal clearance. We had to make room for valve seals. And also we gain coil line clearance.
You want me to grab the heads?
No, I'm looking for my writing that disappeared again. Oh, we're not done yet. We're still machining. You didn't think we were done there, did you?
I was hoping we were.
Oh. No, we got more important stuff to do than hope.
No hoping around here.
We got work to do. We're going to take a 3/8 pilot. It looks like one of these. I'm going to stuff it up the valve guide hole to knock the burrs off. It's called burnishing the hole in. Because whenever you cut something, it always makes it a little bit tighter. So this is a taper. So it jams it back up. Because we don't want our valve stems to be tight on the top of the guide. See how they want to go in there?
Mm-hmm.
So now it falls in. So now we won't have a tight valve. That would have been a tight valve on that one. That's on the exhaust. It doesn't really matter the exhaust, does it?
I don't know.
That one was tight also. It was an intake. So the guides are all about the same diameter, close to it. See, they go about the same distance on the taper. It's one way of doing checking diameters. If you don't have anything to measure with, you can tell off a tapered stick. You can measure that with a mic there to see what that is and stick in a hole and get a diameter. Without having fancy tools.
Those are fancy tools.
Oh, these are fancy? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I was trying to be not fancy. Failed again? Is that what you're saying?
You're calling it a...
chips burn right up in here pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Hot under my collar. Not just hot in here today, it's hot under the collar. Okay, so these need to be lapped a little bit. And then we're going to go in the back and do a little porting.
Are you gonna get your stones out?
I'm just going to lap them here. Go like that. Find our valves we're going to use.
Did you make this?
Nope. Bought that. You can almost buy a Harley with how much that cost.
What kind of Harley?
Sportster. Not a panhead, that's more. This whole machine would be a knucklehead.
An original one or a Taiwan Teddy?
Original.
Oh.
And you want a little tooling? That'd be a panhead.
Yeah, and you're just calling it a tapered stick. Let me go outside and cut one off the tree.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll measure it and burnish it that way.
I'm sure that'll work just fine. This must be the front one that says F on it.
Yeah.
You know how to tell the front end from the rear end?
Yes, it says front.
Where?
Right there.
It does? Oh shit, does that one say rear?
I'm pretty sure it does.
Damn. Those are early heads.
Yep.
People didn't know how to tell. That's an exhaust. Which one is this anyway? That's a front.
The later heads, doesn't it say it underneath? Or
Uh,
this is underneath. It would say it inside.
I don't know if they said it on the inside. They had numbers on the inside. But
Yeah, that's where the cast markings are, though. They're on the inside, aren't they?
yeah. I don't know if they had the... She said front and rear on anymore. I don't think they did anymore. I don't remember.
I mean, you should be able to tell by where your spigots are.
Yeah. That's what I do.
Cause,
This is the exhaust.
yeah, because you
That's the
don't
intake.
know how to read, right?
This is the right side because it's got push rods. Yeah, I got a big pictures.
Yeah.
How'd you know?
Anything more than like 3-4 letters, it doesn't work, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have the same problem.
Yeah, can't read real books to tell you how to do anything.
No, that's why we don't read manuals.
They're called service manual. That's too many words.
Yeah. Too many letters.
Pictures are too small.
And they're black and white. You can't even see what they're doing.
Yeah. Okay, this is the one we don't know how it's going to work. Looks like it's on the valve, barely. Nope, it's on there. It says barely, but it's on there. See there, way to the inside. Alright, so that'll work. It's not a performance application. I got a problem here, it hits. What do I do?
Good thing it's a flexible end. Oh, you could do that.
Or I could just do that. Ooh, a performance application exhaust.
Be able to push more black smoke.
Nope, it's on the inside too. Looks like they're all cut the same. See, I do performance work. This is stock type work. Except for the high lift cam we're looking for. Because when you put a cam on the bike, it's going to be 480 thousandths or something.
Which I don't have at the moment.
That's what an A grind Andrews is, which is a mild cam. Now if you put a B grind in there, which is 475 on a shovel, it'll be about 515 on a panhead. So
I have a wimpy cam. Everything about this bike is pretty wimpy.
there you go. See, all the valves are very conservative. They can wear a long ways and before they even get to the top.
Yeah.
These hardened seats, though, it's not going to wear.
I won't be able to keep up with my friends. Perfect.
Yeah, I don't know. They might ride slow. You'd be surprised how fast a bike will do when it's put together right.
Yeah.
Even if it is mild.
I'm just messing around. It's a good bike.
Okay, so now you look at the seat and see if the valve looks like it's seating.
Did you cut this?
Nope.
They did that?
Yep.
Oh.
I cut this one.
Oh yeah, it looks a lot better. The other one looks like a slug was crawling around in there and kind of munching.
That's the difference between my cutters and their cutters. Same machine, different cutters.
How come it's so porous in there?
That's why I do my own work now. pretty faint, that mark, but it goes all the way around, barely.
With these stock size valves, is there going to be the same amount of compression as the bigger valve?
Right, there's no light coming through it, so it's down.
Or does compression just have to do with how far your valve is sticking out?
Depends on how much they milled off the head when they did the work on it. I'm sure these have been milled, so whatever these have been changed, it's different. So these might even be more compression than stock.
Who knows? We'll only find out when we kick it.
This is the cutter that Sonnen uses. And if you notice, it kind of... Oh, look at that. It almost looks like the same cutter, doesn't it?
The camera can't really see it. Oh yeah, it does.
I don't like that. So, you can tell this has hardly ever been used.
Yeah.
I don't like it. See that cutter?
That's been used.
A lot. More than one of them, too. So this cutter, you just cut like that.
Oh wow.
So now when the air flows, it comes around, goes around the valve right in.
It goes right in there.
This one here, it drops into a big gully, bounces into the seat hard like a wall, bounces up, and then goes in the hole. Which one runs better?
I don't know.
That's what I thought. So of course the bad one is on the intake, which has the least amount of power increase, right? The exhaust are nice. Exact opposite how it should be. Okay, so it looks like we got seats on most everything. It's very faint, but you can kind of see the seat. Definitely faint. So I didn't grind the seat, so it's not me. So these look like they're just bad enough I don't like them. See, like they got like chatter marks going across. It's not good for sealing. So I think what we need to do is give these a quickie valve job. So we need to go over here to quickie valve job parts. Here we have more of those tapered piles over here. Yeah, it looks like that might even fit in there. Look at that. Did I guess correctly on the first one? That was a little tall. Kind of goes in the hole. Not that one though. That'll work. Alright, so we're going to go over here and do a little grinding. Alright, we'll be back in a minute.